this is David from David's Hair Design, and this is my client Chloe. Chloe has very blonde hair with, at the moment, quite large rootology going on from there to there, so we've got to get all of this hair almost a silvery platinum blonde. It's very, very long. It has been abused. It's very, very split. So what I'm going to do is, before I actually start the colour, we are going to be cutting it, and then I'll start the colour. I've pre-cut Chloe's hair. I'll just take a little bit more afterwards and do a little bit more feathering work. But for the actual colour, we're going to be using the Leighton House Alpine Blonding Cream with their Alpine 4.5 developer. And of course, as always, I'll be putting my colour flex in there to keep the strength. I'll be starting at the back, underneath where the hair is at the darkest, and then working forward, doing it that way. I'm going to start applying the lightener to Chloe's hair, and I'm going to start at the back underneath, because the back underneath of everybody's hair is always darker than the top. Obviously, because the top gets to, the elements get to it, like the sun and the wind and the sea and swimming pool stuff. So we are going to take diagonal sections like so, and then we are going to apply the lightener to the root area, but we're not going to go right up to the root, because it will swell as it warms and it will reach the root on its own. Bleach is a funny thing. It does actually swell up as it heats, and it will swell up right to the scalp. So that's where you've got to be very careful. Otherwise you'll end up with very, very blonde roots and darker in the middle. Take your next diagonal section and we'll do exactly the same again, applying it a fraction away from the skin. Do the other side, and we'll keep doing this until we've done the whole head. Right, we've now finished applying to the lightener to Chloe's hair. As you can see, it's already starting to lift. I'm going to leave it about 15 minutes. I'm going to mix up a fresh batch, reapply on the roots, and then I'm going to take it through to the ends, and then we'll leave it on for probably about 30 minutes. Right, Chloe's hair's processed. It's lifted up a lot quicker than we anticipated. It's only been about 6-8 minutes. So now what I'm going to do is go back in, apply to the roots, and then I'm going to take it straight through to the ends and leave it for about 15 minutes, and we'll get it all up the same colour and even it out. Taking the lightener right through to the ends, and what I'm going to do now is wrap it in plastic or put a shower cap on and leave it for about 10 minutes, and I'm going to come back and actually check it every 10 minutes until we get a fairly even coverage, and then we're going to take it off. Right, we've got Chloe's hair up to that sort of goldeny blonde colour, which we're now going to tone down with the Leighton House number 10, which is your very light blonde. And I'm going to put a very tiny bit of the ash concentrate in, and of course I'm going to be using my Kitoko protein additive to make the hair stronger and keep it in best condition possible. What I'm doing is applying the toner now to Chloe's roots. I decided against using the ash and have gone for a violet tone instead, because it's not, as it's drying, it's not actually drying as yellow as we thought, so we don't need to go into it with too much of an ash tone. So all I'm going to do is apply this all through to the roots and then take it straight through to the ends and leave it for the full development time of 30 minutes. Right, there we go. Chloe's finished new look. It's quite an even colour from roots to tips. We've got some blonder bits going through the top, so it looks highlighted and looks very natural. And thanks to Colour Flex, it's still very strong and still very healthy. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.